And that was my joyous cackle upon waking up on day 15 on the Muir Trail. And even though I had declared residency at this gorgeous campsite, as it turns out, through hikes apparently don't work that way. I mean, who would have thought? And so, we sadly packed up and left my #1 most favorite campsite and all of the JMT, and we headed out. As we hiked through the McClure Meadows area, the trail was flat and easy, and man, was that morning light spectacular. A short while later, the trail delivered us to our first water crossing on the JMT. The river was only calf deep, though, and it was gently flowing. Truly, it felt more like a cold soak of our feet than it did crossing raging rapids, and we were so thankful for that. Okay, and listen, I know that I keep saying some variation of the Muir Trail is astoundingly beautiful, but as we followed the South Fork of the San Joaquin River, I can say with certainty that this was one of my most favorite sections of the trail. So the path continued to descend in elevation, and soon we were seeing multiple signs that a bridge up ahead was under construction. We had been anticipating this and knew what we were about to get into. So here's the story. The South Fork San Joaquin River Bridge had suffered catastrophic damage in the winter of 2022-2023, making it look like a twisty tie. Apparently, the bridge has mailed its "fuck you very much" note to the Sierra Nevada snow, picking that exact spot to take its immense dump. I mean, not to be a tattletale, but the Sierras left a trace, I'll have you know, and this was the result. So once the damaged bridge was removed, an extra 15 to 35 miles was added to the JMT and the Pacific Crest Trail in order to safely cross the deep and swift river just to the other side. So that made me extra grateful to be able to use this rickety-ass cable bridge to get to the other side of the river, even when my husband pointed out, oh, what the fuck? Oh, but also, here we go. Oh, and also something else to note before we walk to the plank. Only one person is allowed on this rickety, twisty tie of a bridge. Yeah, can you please not load it up with a bunch of people trying to cross and pass each other? Can we just avoid all that stupidity? Pretty fucking please. And whew, made it to the other side. I knew I would. Anyway, many miles later, we finally arrived at the backpacker resupply area of Muir Trail Ranch. This is where we picked up our resupply bucket that we had mailed to ourselves, and this is also where I was approached by a quietly panicking woman who said, "I need your help. A man has been stalking me for days on the trail." But more on that in part 2.